Nostalgia can be a very strong emotion for most, especially when it is motoring related. Now, those of you of a certain age who were lucky enough to own it at the time will remember the name Luna. Yes, I'm talking about those Spartan little 50 and 60cc mopeds from back in the day. Kinetic Green, which is the same company as before but with a new name, has decided to bring it back in a modern electric avatar. Say hello everyone to the Kinetic E-Luna. When it comes to design, Kinetic Green has stuck to the basics. The E-Luna plays the nostalgia card quite well. The silhouette is reminiscent of the older models and things have been kept simple and bare bones. The round headlamp in a square housing feels particularly retro. Around the sides, the moped stance and look is more apparent. The rounded tail lamp, front leg guard and large grab handle for the pillion rider points to what exactly the designers had in mind: rugged and sparse. All in all, the look of the E-Luna has been kept simple to make sure that the end user can maximize it for utility. Also, there's a sense of solidity to the overall design language and should bode well for this little electric scooter. Now that we've spoken about design, let's get the basics out of the way. The E-Luna gets a telescopic front fork and twin shock absorbers at the back. It weighs 96 kilograms and has a tubular frame. It rides on 16-inch spoked wheels on each side and has a load-bearing capacity of 150 kilograms. It also gets a digital LCD instrument cluster which displays the speedometer, the odometer, the battery charge, and it has warning symbols around the side as well. One which has a fire symbol which warns you of a thermal runaway in the battery pack. Apart from that, you get a bag hook over here to carry parcels and this rather large storage space as well. In fact, the rear seat can be removed to add more space for luggage. On the move, the first realization is that this has been built for a specific crowd. There's no point of expecting record-breaking numbers in terms of range or performance. Let's clear the numbers out of the way first. The E-Luna comes with a 2 kilowatt battery pack with a claimed range of 110 kilometers. This is for the X2 variant, which comes with a larger battery pack in comparison to the X1 variant. Power comes from a 1.2 kilowatt motor and the claimed top speed is 50 kmph. However, since the Luna has 3 riding modes, the top speed in each mode is restricted to a certain amount. For example, in the first mode, which seems to conserve the most amount of range, top speed is limited to around 35 kmph. In the remaining 2 modes, the E-Luna can get up to the claimed top speed of 50 kmph. There's also a neat distance to empty range display on the rather simple and slightly dated LCD screen. To be honest, we never saw a range even close to the claimed 110 kilometers. Although it must be said, there's a sense that the E-Luna will keep going no matter the condition. A big reason for this is the steel chassis that is visible in different colors available on the E-Luna. The telescopic front fork and shock absorbers at the rear do the job, but I wouldn't call the E-Luna comfortable. Speaking of which, the drum brakes at each end don't really work that well either. They bring the E-Luna to a halt eventually, but they aren't confidence-inspiring in any way. Another issue I found is the inconsistency in the throttle. It's also a noticeable lag from when one accelerates and when the E-Luna starts moving. All in all, one can't help but characterize the E-Luna's performance, ride and handling as Spartan. Last but not least, the E-Luna uses a 10 amp charger which sadly doesn't fit anywhere on the electric moped. So what is the E-Luna all about? Well, in my opinion, it is supposed to provide a utilitarian and cost-effective way of transportation. It does have some niggles as we mentioned earlier, and the cost is a little on the higher side, rupees 74,990 ex-showroom to be exact. Now that takes it glaringly close to some entry-level commuters and it still remains quite far away from the TVS XL100. It seems Kinetic Green may need a little more than nostalgia to make the E-Luna a proper contender, and hopefully that should happen soon.